Shalom לכולם, שנה טובה, Shabbat Shalom.
So he says, Noam said to me, focus. I just gotta let you know, the Lord has a sense of humor. We try to find a quiet place, and there's this precious man behind us that is trying to chase his chickens away from us. I mean, how precious is that? Because I said, Noam, the whole herd's coming after us.
I think he's just going to have lunch and he needs a chicken.
I don't know. I don't know.
In any case, so I said Shana Tova. Shana Tova means a Happy New Year.
Right.
But actually, in Israel, according to our calendar, New Year starts in October, around October.
Which is the feast of Rosh Hashanah,
Right.
The head of the new year. And I think it's interesting that you say that, how you say that Gregorian.
So we say Shana Loazit Tova, which means a Happy New Year, according to the Gregorian calendar.
Yes. And like Daphne, our friend in England, sent a messenger to us, a message to us that says, Happy Gentile New Year, which I really love, but it is really true. I mean, it's really a true thing because the Lord has a set pattern.
I know that it's noise that is not connected to the nature.
That was not a chicken.
Someone working.
That was not a chicken, no.
Yep, but we thought, we start a new year, we persevere, we carry on, we try to focus on giving the word in spite of all the noise around us. And that's actually really the message right there. There's going to be a lot of distraction this year. And my beloved is just losing it
Sorry, I'm
because
just one of those. Okay,
we've been trying to do this so many times, and every time something else comes.
This many times.
But I think
the joy
again,
of the Lord.
Yes, but I think joy of the Lord, but also we need to focus in spite of all the distractions.
That was after me. He meant that comment to me. I know. Okay, I'm losing it. Okay. Oh, okay, just a minute, let me breathe. Okay.
So we wanted to greet you for the new year and to share a message that we think it will be really crucial for this year. My beloved is just having a joy of the Lord.
Okay.
And that's really awesome because joy of the Lord can really take us through hard times.
Yeah.
And as long as we focus on the funny side of things, then we don't get depressed.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to get depressed with the coronavirus nowadays. That we are in the third lockdown.
Yes.
And so things are getting more serious. But
See, look at, I'm getting
you see
better.
how serious she is?
See, I'm getting better. No, I'm telling you, you need to know that the real life in Israel. We're, Noam and I, there's real people in Israel. This is why we do so many videos. We want you to meet the real people of Israel, okay, the hard-working people. And to see this man chasing his chickens away from us was so precious. And then to hear a big, I don't know what it was, a bulldozer or something behind us. It's life in Israel. It's real. It's real here, people. And we thank you all for praying for us. Don't we, Noam?
Oh,
we thank every one of you.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
And it's really in such a time as this that we are all suffering from this. That's when it's time to really stand together.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good word.
And speaking about stand together, I just read this morning from the book of Haggai. The book of Haggai.
Translation. Haggai, for you that don't know what Haggai is.
Chapter 2, verse 5, yes.
Okay.
That actually the Lord is saying that His Spirit, if I translate it from Hebrew, because the English is a little bit simpler, but the English translation is saying that the Lord, His Spirit, will literally stand with you and guard you. And,
I'm loving that, Noam.
Yeah, and protect you from any evil.
And that's like, those of us who are very visual, the Lord is so gracious to us because it's almost like He shows us a picture, a painted picture.
Right.
And exactly what I saw was the enemy is out there just facing us like he's going, like Goliath. But yet the Lord is standing right beside us. That's the visual I got. And I love how the Lord does that. And so we want to share these insights with you. It's our joy. It's our
Yes.
joy to share this.
Yes, and it is telling this so that we will not fear,
Yeah.
that He is standing with us. And I was amazed at this choice of words, because I don't see it as a coincidence that the Lord is using my spirit will stand
Yes.
with you.
Unbelievable.
And not just He will protect you, don't worry. You know,
Yeah.
it's more on down level to show that He's really there with us.
Amen.
And so that's one thing that we need to remember, that He's there with us.
Amen.
And then it was from Psalm.
And not only there with us, but standing with us.
Yes.
I think the word stand, Noam, means so much. It's like shoulder to shoulder. I'm not leaving you. I'm right here. Even though the enemy is, making everything against you and trying to taunt you and everything, but I'm standing beside you. And all I can say is, there I see Goliath, and there I see David, knowing David knew that the Lord was with him.
Yes, indeed. So, and that connects also to another thing that I read in Psalms chapter 121, verse 7, that the Lord is actually saying that He will guard you. Now, the word guard in Hebrew is shamar. And shamar, the first two letters, Shem, is already there. His name, Shem, His name is already in the word guard. So it's like naturally He is there to guard us.
Oh, and of course, again, visual hit me, because we all know security guards now. I mean, we all know him. I love our security guard at the grocery store. Oh my gosh, he's the sweetest man. But it's like the Lord is our security guard. I mean, think about that. He keeps the enemy out. He's going to push the enemy back, because no, you're not allowed in. And that leads us to Psalm 121:8, where he says, I will guard your going out and your coming in forever. That again, Noam, hit me. Lord, you are our security guard. I just, when Noam and I receive these things, we don't want to keep it to ourselves. We want to share with you, our family out there. We want to share it. Maybe somebody, one of you will say, oh my word, I saw it. He is our security guard.
Again, it's these days of Corona, the insecurities. We don't know what the future will be, and every day we are facing these insecurities. So knowing that He stands there with us, that's where we as believers have such an advantage over non-believers. And then again, still the same verse, number 7, it says that He will also protect our soul.
Oh my.
And again, the English translation is persevere, but the Hebrew is really shamar, which means guard. He will guard our soul.
And what is that, Noam? That's our emotions. And we have to admit, and maybe, some people can't, but let's just face it. We've all had tremendous emotions in 2020. Things that we never even thought we would become emotional about, or like, what is this? What is happening? It's emotions. And when Noam said again to me in the Hebrew word that He guards our emotions, it blessed. It just like blew me into the Jordan River on that one. Again, He's just revealing things, Noam.
Right. And it's emotion, it's insecurities, it's things that is actually with you, it's part of your soul. And because of the coronavirus, things are coming up that you have not faced before in your soul.
No, and nobody has.
Right.
Nobody has. And the whole world has been affected. And another thing is that I was sitting on my couch just minding my own business. I love when the Lord just does this. But I just felt in my spirit, just felt in my spirit, go through the gates. I've opened the gates, walk through them. And of course, it always brings me back to Psalm, Psalm 60, I think it's verse 18. And it hit me so strong that I really believe that, because of everything that's going on in the world, that there's such opportunity to go through the gates. and trust him when we go through that gate and what's on the
Yes.
other side.
Yes.
It could
Amen.
be sharing, it could be witnessing, it could be anything, or trusting him with a different job, or going here or going there, or getting up and moving.
Yeah, I think that as we see in Ecclesiastic that life has cycles.
Yeah.
There was a time last year that we needed to be at home,
Yeah.
that really strengthening our personal ties with the Lord.
Yes.
And this year is a time for more action, more
Yes.
activities.
I feel action, Noam, even though people cannot believe how much we go out there, but that's our heart, because we want you to see the real people. Okay, again, we
Yeah.
want you to see the real people of Israel that work hard, have the same questions and the same thing that everybody else goes through. And Noam and I pray that we are a light to them.
Amen. So as we said, this year there will be more action, more activities, but it also means, again, facing more insecurities. So that's why we want to pray
Yeah,
for all those who are watching us and all those who believe
yeah,
in Yeshua and the Lord, the Aaronic blessing that will give you really His peace.
yes.
אלוהים, אלוהי אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, אלוהינו שבשמיים, אני רוצה לברך את ברכת הכהנים. יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך. יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. בשם יהושע המשיח אני מברך את כל האנשים שצופים בנו ומאמינים בו. אמן.
Remember, he is your security guard.
Yes.
He guards your emotions, and he stands beside you. And Noam and I are going to go up to our place, and we're going to take the covenant meal.
Yes.
And so many people ask, well, is it okay to take the covenant meal without a pastor? Yeshua looked at his disciples. He said, "No, you're going to do this in remembrance of me."
Right.
Meaning, he sent
exactly.
them out to do this. Take the grape juice, take the bread, take whatever take the wine, take the cracker, it doesn't matter. But let's start the new year as we go through these gates, with the covenant so secure in us that whatever comes, we can face it, because he stands and he guards us in Yeshua's name.
Amen. Amen. So blessing from Israel, love and peace be with you. Amen.